Good afternoon. It is Friday, March 26th. I'm Lena Morosky, and we're back with another exciting program in store for you. On this edition of The Pulse, Tony Mascitti highlights a force to be reckoned with on the track this upcoming season, and Hunter Donovan answers all of our unanswered questions about the upcoming schoolship as students come back full-time on April 19th. We have all that and more on this week's program. Stay tuned because you're watching The Pulse. When people think of maple syrup, they may think of Vermont. However, right here in Connecticut, people like Jeff Beauregard are changing that idea.
The words like sweet, savory, and golden are terms that may come to mind when you think of one thing: maple syrup. Some say it's breakfast's right-hand man when it comes to pancakes and waffles, but have you ever wondered how it's actually produced? Jeff Beauregard, a local, not only makes maple syrup, but uses his own backyard as the primary
Pretty
workspace.
straightforward. We're drilling a hole in the tree, and we're inserting one of these taps, or they're called spiles. Once we do that, it has a little hook, and we hang a customized gallon jug onto the hook. And in that gallon jug, we're capturing the sap.
The time it takes to make the maple syrup is lengthy, but every step is crucial for the final product.
So we're trying to evaporate the water out of the sap to get to the sugar.
Although the method to make maple syrup is prolonged, the ending product is most definitely worth the wait.
I know personally I would rather eat something that's from its natural source. Like this syrup here is from my brother. My brother taps his own maple trees, has his own rig, he bottles it himself.
This is just one of many maple trees Jeff uses to extract the maple syrup content. They say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and maple syrup is a huge part of that. From Manchester, this has been Justin Keller reporting.
It's definitely an interesting hobby to have. Who wouldn't want to have gallons of maple syrup around? With track season kickstarting next week, there are two standout runners who are looking to make up for lost time on last year's missed season. This 1-2 punch is expected to bring home the gold. Tony Mascitti dives into the incredible season up ahead for these runners specifically.
Whether it be the MHS track, across Charter Oak Park, or down Main Street,
Manchester High School students and track stars Sean Barkasy and Aiden Puffer have both had their fair shares of success when it comes to track. Both of these athletes, coming off their indoor track season this past winter, are now getting geared up for the outdoor contest. Sean Barkasy expresses his experiences during the winter training.
I've done a lot of winter training. I got a couple of meets up in New York before they turned it into a COVID vaccine center. But so I actually PR'd there in 2:04 in the 800, and then close to my mile PR, which is I hit 4:37 there too.
Track is primarily an outdoor sport, and with the weather finally heating up, it brings benefits for their preparation of the upcoming season. Manchester's own Aiden Puffer explains how the weather can affect his performance.
The weather has been pretty cold all winter, but it's now just getting a lot warmer, which is a lot more helpful to be able to go outside and not only just train, but get out and be more active.
The cold weather and the pandemic have kept these athletes inside, leaving them with time to think of their goals for their spring season.
It kind of sucked, but winter training's been pretty good. Just trying to keep warm and just do the best that I can to be prepared for outdoor.
My goals for the season are to just place really high at states and at nationals and stuff like that, and then I want to get personal best in every event. and just like set myself up good for senior year.
Sean and Aiden have been two of Manchester's best runners since they joined the scene freshman year. They have prepared and set their goals for the track season. They each hope to put together a very successful year. From the Pulse, this has been Tony Mascitti reporting.
I'm definitely looking forward to watching them both race and to have everyone back on the track again. We wish the best of luck in the upcoming track season to Aiden, Sean, and the rest of the MHS track team. In less than 1 month, the hallways of MHS will be loud and full again. And with all hybrid students coming back into the building full-time every day, Hunter Donovan brings us the answers to questions many people have and looks into how both students and staff feel about this upcoming change.
Manchester High School is going back to full-time on April 19th. Lots of students have questions about what changes will be made when we're back. Mr. Stephenson tells us the precautions.
You're going to see a lot of the precautions you've been seeing all year. So one direction is in the hallway, try to keep people spread out that way. We'll be spacing people in the classrooms, not quite as far apart as what we had been before. We'll keep trying to emphasize washing our hands often, using the sanitizer when you come into the rooms, wiping down desks just to keep surfaces as clean as possible. Getting outside when we can to kind of just clear the air out of the room, give students a mask break, etc.
Students are also concerned about schedule changes and what it will look like.
So we want to make sure that we're holding on to a couple of elements with the schedule. One, that we don't try to pack 8 periods in a day where you'd see a lot of different people and be exposed to a lot of different people. So you'll likely see 4 periods in the day, which means a little bit longer than what they've been currently. But each class meeting a couple times a week for probably about a 75-minute block.
Lots of students are now struggling with their grades and feel stressed with being online. Anthony Cortez is not in favor as he feels people will be more stressed.
To me personally, I believe that the new schedule and everybody being back is going to bring a lot of stress on a lot of peers and teachers.
It will finally be nice to be back in the building and seeing all of our friends. From the Pulse, this has been Hunter Donovan reporting.
While coming back to school full-time is going to feel different, it does bring back a sense of normalcy to life, and that can definitely be seen as a positive. With March Madness in full swing, Tyler Berry brings us the first edition of T-Bars Trivia to test students on not only their basketball facts, but all sports.
What's up everybody, and welcome to the first episode of T-Bars Trivia. This week we have a sports-themed trivia and 3 special guests, Nate Heimer, Dalen Loyola, and Anthony Lawrenson. The rules are simple. I'll ask you the question and you have 7 seconds to answer. Each correct answer is worth 1 point and the first to 5 wins. We'll start with an NFL question. Who is the all-time rushing leader? Whiteboard's up. All right, Nate and Dalen, correct answers. Ant, you got nothing. Next question. Who is the second all-time points leader in the NBA? All right, whiteboard's up.
It is the postman.
Postman. All right.
Or the mailman.
Nate and Ant, you guys are correct. Nate's got 2, Dalen's got 1, Ant's got 1. Third question, who is the all-time home run leader in the MLB? All right, show them. All right, y'all got it right. Nate's got 3, Dalen's got 2, Ant's got 2. Fourth question. Who scored the most receiving touchdowns this season? Five seconds. All right, whiteboard's up. Nate, got 2 seconds.
I'm sorry, I forgot it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we got 2 answers correct. Now we have a 3-way tie. All right, 5th question. Who won the NBA Finals in 2014? right, time's up.
It is
All right,
the Spurs.
2 correct answers. Nate, you're at 3. Dalen and Ant tied at 4. 6th question, we got, who is the all-time steals and assist leader in the NBA?
Oh.
All right, whiteboard's up. All right, Nate's out. Dalen and Ant tied at 5. Now that we have a tie, the game will go into a sudden death. The first person to get a correct answer wins. So, who had the second most rushing touchdowns this season? Five seconds. All right, flip them. All right, Ant wins. There we go. There we have it. Our first winner of T-Bars Trivia is Anthony Lawrenson. That's all we have for you, and thanks to the contestants for coming out and participating today.
If you have any trivia topics or questions, or would like to be a contestant, please reach out to Tyler Berry or Mr. Larson. Well, that's all we have for you this week, Manchester. If you have any story ideas we might have missed, you can email Mr. Larson at b11elars@mpspride.org. And please don't forget to follow us on social media. You can check out our past work by heading to mhstelevision.com. I'm Lena Morosky, and this has been The Pulse.